working at the radio has given me kind of an unforeseen sense of community because, well, the FCC has a mandate for a local radio station. This is as old as the FCC itself, that you serve your community. So, every morning I'm looking at all the bulletin boards. I'm looking at all my emails, compiling this list, and you almost become a walking arts and events calendar. And and then I talk to people on the phone. They come in. It's just the proximity of all the people doing all these things, and all the organizations doing things, and businesses doing things. You just start thinking, wow, there's a lot of people. We all have dreams. We're all trying to do something, and there's, that's how you see yourself, of course, but then when you start to see everybody else in your community, they're like you. There's this sort of love or an empathy that you end up sort of getting for the people and the places. And so that it's just sort of come along. It goes with the territory, I guess, of but like I said, I wouldn't have imagined it other than having done it for all these years. It just sort of dawned on me what it was. Yeah. So the last 2 summers, here's the way I've spent my summer days. And it's really defined kind of my inner approach to the whole thing. So I would work in my garden a lot. So I'm out there, and I see myself not as a gardener, really, I'm more of a soil builder. I like to make compost. I like to make the soil really great. My garden above the soil is almost chaotic looking with everything. I'm trying to make everything have the best environment to grow. So I'm all involved with, the biome under the surface and trying to make it lively. And then at lunch, I'd come in and I'd watch the James Webb Telescope feed, and you're lucky, like way out in space, in this incredible distance. So I'm like microscopic on the one hand, and then sort of gigantically macroscopic on the other. And we all know that the whole universe is made up of these elements. I mean, even these stars I'm looking at in this incredible, violent universe out there are being made from the same elements that I'm made out of and my plants are made out of. And that was a type of empathy to me. It spoke to me like, and I say this on the air, on the radio, we're all in this together. Not only are we not all in this together, we're all made out of the same stuff. And I started to think that maybe that was a real good way for me to approach everything, is just look for a deeper empathy. I think we live in a time when we're all very, very privileged. We all have access to so much stuff. I mean, King Louis XIV could look at our lifestyle and be envious of a lot of the things we have. Human beings live a little bit far enough away from Mother Nature that they're not challenged. And as weird as this sounds, this is something that came to me having a couple of real bad fire years in a row. Like, whoa, Mother Nature can kick your butt. And we need to hang together. It was almost a religious experience, hanging out in Hank's parking lot during this was like going to church. Sort of struggling with Mother Nature, it draws you together in this great web of empathy and cooperation, and I don't know, just gives life definition that I think is the type of reality that I'm hoping for more of all the time. And I think we've got a lot of it here. And I think it's what a lot of the new people who move here, I have a lot of young friends because of the radio. They sense that. I've heard it practically every time. Gosh, we came here and there was something about it. Yes, it's Mother Nature, but there's a lot of beautiful places in the world. but it's hard to get proximity to Mother Nature and this sort of developed community culture. Anybody who's known our family very long know that we had one son who passed away. And it was a very long, extended illness, and he was pretty well loved by the community. They knew him. And during the course of his illness, his hospital journey, let's call it that, and stuff, because it went on so long, it actually went on almost 20 years. When you start sort of living up for a lot of your year in a hospital, you end up being with other hospital people, other families going through stuff. And I just remember, I was, and I think this is typical, you don't know how to comfort people. You don't know how to go in their room and talk to their patient, their kid. You just don't know what to do. And most people know that feeling, like, so-and-so, some person that we know has been hospitalized, and it's not good. And a lot of people don't feel comfortable about going. Well, when you've been in that, like, you're just sort of overwhelmed with it, and people have come up alongside you, and you realize you don't need the magic answer. There is no magic answer other than, we're here with you. What's it like? It's just being you. There were so many times that the community and individuals in the community would come up alongside and help us out. And you hate it at first. It's not a fun feeling. On the one hand, you've got a sick member of your family. The other one is like, it makes you feel like you can't carry your own weight. You can't carry the weight of your family. That's how it feels initially. After a while, it makes you just thankful. You're just thankful and kind of blown away. I mean, yes, you're trying to make yourself a good person, a better person, but you realize, oh, I live in a community with lots of people who are good persons. I don't know, it's just very uplifting, and just another reason I kind of just love being here. It's kind of the perfect place, I think.